Hey, what's up everybody? Ralph here. So today's topic, we're going to talk to you guys about credit card balance transfers. So if you're someone with a high interest credit card debt, a credit card balance transfer can be a great way to help you pay off the debt faster and also save money. But you want to make sure when you do that, you want to go about it, you want to make sure you're doing it the right way. Because coming from experience, I remember when I was in credit card debt, there was a lot of mistakes I made when I was doing that. So in this video, I'm just going to go over a couple of things, a couple of do's and don'ts when you go about engaging in the credit card balance transfers, okay? So it helps you avoid the mistakes and, save you a lot of money. So the first thing you want to do is you want to look for a credit card that has a 0% transfer fee. When I had my debt, I was thinking, oh man, I'm a savant when it comes to managing money, or I'm gonna just take this debt and then put it to another debt, and then that allows me to free up money for this other credit card. But what they're doing is they're banking on your lack of understanding when it comes to managing money. That 3% is a lot. It's a high percentage, and you're transferring one balance to another. They're gonna take off 3% off that. So you want to make sure when you look for that credit card, make sure that it has a 0% transfer fee. It's going to save you a lot of money. Okay. Number two, you want to find a card with an introductory rate period of at least 12 months. And what I mean by that is when they give you 0% interest on that credit card that you transferred it from for a certain amount of period. Now, you want to make sure it's at least 12 months because it gives you 12 months to pay off that debt. Anything less than that, then it's not going to work, because depending on the amount of debt that you have, it's probably going to take you at least 12 months to pay it off. If you don't have that much debt and it's less than 6 months, that's fine. But for majority of people, that they have enough debt where they're not able to make those payments or pay it off within 12 months. So you want to find a credit card that at least gives you 12 months of 0% interest APR on that credit card. So look for at least 12 months. Okay. The third one is pay off your transfer debt before that introductory rate period. So remember, I said you want to look for something that's at least 12 months. You want to make sure that you pay it off within those 12 months, because if you don't pay it off within that 12 months, guess what's going to happen? Whatever interest rate that you agreed upon when you signed the contract, that's what's going to kick in after that introductory period. Now, usually you can find credit cards where it's anywhere from 12 to 24 months. I've seen it go as far as 24 months, but as low as 12 months. So you want to make sure that whatever it's 12 months, 24 months, you want to make sure you're paying off that debt between that period, okay, of 0% interest. Because if you don't pay it within that time period, then it's that introductory, whatever you agreed upon with 15%, 20%, it's going to kick in, and you're going to just be back where you started. Maybe, hopefully, you've paid off less debt, paid off a lot of debt, and it's not a high interest. But you want to make sure, if you can, to pay it off. All right, that's important. The fourth do is strictly limit new purchase on your old card to what you can pay off immediately. So what a lot of people have a tendency of doing, and I did the same thing, is they transfer from that old credit card to the new credit card, and then they still use that old credit card and rack up the debt. What you want to do is you want to make sure, if you are going to use that old credit card, you make sure that you pay it off immediately, so you're not stuck in that same position. Okay, so once that debt is clear from that old credit card, and if you're going to use it, which is fine as long as you know how to manage it, you want to make sure any new purchases that you make, you pay that thing off immediately or within the 30 days that credit cards give you, because you don't want to be stuck in that bad position, all right, from before. All right, so now we're going to go into the don'ts, what you shouldn't do when it comes to doing credit card balance transfers. Now, what you shouldn't do is cancel that old credit card. Because the thing is that can potentially hurt your credit score. Now, you need to understand that when it comes to your credit score, the most important factors are obviously payment history. That accounts for about 35% of your credit score. And the second one is credit utilization. And for those that don't know what credit utilization is, it's basically if you have, like, let's say $10,000 of available credit, and let's say you have a balance of $5,000 on that credit card, then you have a utilization rate of 50%. Now, the higher that utilization rate is, the worse your credit score is going to be. The lower, the better. All right, so you need to make sure you keep that utilization rate very low. So it's basically just showing you, like, how much credit balance compared to the available credit that you have on a credit card. And let's say you have, and the thing is why you don't want to cancel that credit card is, let's say you have two credit cards, both at $5,000. And so that's basically a maximum of $10,000 credit available. Depending if you have any, debt on these credit cards, if you decide to close one, it's just going to reduce your available credit. Let's say that the one you didn't close, you had like 2,500 on there. So basically what it is you went from like a low credit utilization rate, and then you close that one. Now you only have you went to a 50% utilization rate on that credit card that's left open. So you want to make sure once you've done that transfer, you want to make sure you keep those credit cards open and do not close them. You just got to be disciplined and not falling back to the bad habits of using those credit cards again and racking up debt, right? Which leads me to the second point, which is don't run up new debt on that old credit card. All right, like I said, you don't want to get stuck on those poor habits. You don't want to transfer that bad debt to a new credit card, and then continue to put on more debt to that old credit card, which is something I did. Right, and then you're just stuck in that same cycle, and then you're looking for another credit card to transfer that debt over to, and all you're doing is racking up more debt. All right, so you want to make sure that you're not racking up more debt on that old credit card, because then you're just gonna be stuck in that same position. All right, the third don't miss or be late on a single payment, or that you'll lose that 0% introductory period. So basically what happens is that credit card that you transferred the debt over to, now that's good for the 12 or 24 months that's agreed upon, as long as you're making payments. If you miss a payment, then based on your agreement, that introductory period can go away, and then whatever you agreed upon, that 15%, 20%, 24% can kick right in. So as soon as you miss that payment, boom. Therefore, it brings up the initial agreed upon APR of based on what you agreed on. So you don't want to miss any payments on that credit card. So make sure once you transfer it over that you're making payments every month. All right, you're making sure you're making payments every month, and you're not missing any payments, because whatever you miss one payment, then whatever you agreed upon is gone, and the new interest rate is gonna kick in. All right. And the last one is don't use your new credit card for new purchases. Payments will go toward them first and not toward their transfer. So basically, when you transfer it to that new credit card, obviously that's the debt, right? You don't want to use that credit card. Don't rack up any new purchases on that, because whatever you transfer over to that new credit card, that is what all payments going to be applied to. So what you do is if you put a new purchase, if you make a new purchase on that using that credit card, then whatever payment that you use is going to go towards that new purchase, and not the amount that you transferred over. So once you get that new credit card and you transfer over, do not use that to make new purchases. All right, use your old credit card to make new purchases, and then obviously pay that off. So that new credit card, that's just holding your money, and you're knocking that debt off. So that's what you want to make sure, that whatever credit card that you transferred over to, you're not putting any new purchases on it, because whatever money that you pay on that bill is going to go towards a new purchase. Okay, so I hope you guys found that helpful. All right, so when it comes to these credit card balance transfers, you got to understand this. These credit cards aren't doing this to help you pay off your debt. All right, they're not doing it out of the goodness of their heart, saying, you know what, we're going to help you. We want to give you 0% APR because we know you're struggling with debt, and we want to make sure we're helping. They're not doing that. They're banking on your lack of discipline when it comes to managing credit. All right, they're hoping that within that time period, that 12 to 24 months, that you don't pay off the debt, and then you get stuck paying the interest charge, because that's where these lenders, these credit cards, make their money. Right? They're banking that you're not going to be disciplined, and you're not going to be consistent when it makes making payments, that they're going to expect that after that introductory period is over, that you're going to still have a balance, and then they're going to make money off that interest. All right, so you need to understand that these lenders are not doing it from the kindness of their heart. They're doing it because they're banking on your ignorance when it comes to managing debt. All right, so I hope you guys found this helpful. All right, if you got any comments or questions, make sure to leave a comment down below. Hit the like button, and do not forget to subscribe. All right, so you guys take care and have a good one. Later.